Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Pulse Podcast. I'm your host, Big Mike, here, ready to go, cooking after a long week in sports, and we are here to wrap it up, recap it, and give you our opinions on what's going on. As normal, you know I can't do this alone. Mad producer, podcast Poppy in the building.
We're here. We're back.
We're back. We are running. I mean, it's not a three-man. We got a full house tonight. Anthony
everywhere you look, everywhere.
How's it going, guys? As of this moment, Mike, the Reds have tied it up again.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Bottom of the 10th.
After Anthony is already turning the game off.
Yeah.
And more importantly, Diggs is at home. So that's all from me.
Are you talking on the field? Never mind.
Hey, it's a sports pod, Mike.
Never mind.
As much as you wanted to be a drama pod.
And we, like I said, full house tonight. Back from his 1 week hiatus. Reset the Raz counter. Raz is back on the show.
Great. It's the earliest reset.
Dance the dance of life, everyone. Dance the dance of life.
As you see, the background says it all. What a wild Sunday it was. I mean, the theme of Sunday was definitely block that kick. Because, man, oh man, we're just everywhere. Block kicks everywhere. And not even just block field goals. Block field goals in crucial clutch situations. Unbelievable.
Block kicks return for touchdowns.
That's going to lead us right into our first game, Dylan. Eagles Rams, which had the potential, I think I said it last week, could be the game of the week. And then in the first half, it wasn't the game of the week.
It was horrendous.
And then in the second half, it was the game of the week. Because the Rams jumped out to a 26-7 lead, had them Philly Boo Birds locked and loaded, booing Philly off the field at halftime, looking crazy. 33 yards of offense in the first half. And then, you know what happened? That guy happened. Jalen Hurts happened. And they seemed to take the shackles off the offense. And
yeah,
and boy, oh boy, it seemed like they decided, you know what? I'm going to go final form. I'm going to go second form today because I don't think we saw final form. I think we saw second form. And boy, once they decided, let's throw the ball today. Rams were running for their life for the whole second half. Reds are definitely going to AJ Brown turned back into AJ Brown.
Is it really AJ Brown turning into AJ Brown, or has he always been him who just needs the ball?
He just needed the ball, Mike. He just needed the ball.
I think in week one, I think Dallas actually did a good job of forcing the ball away from him. I do think they actually, which is shocking with how bad their defense is, but I think that Dallas actually did a good job of forcing Jalen Hurts to not throw him the ball. And then I don't know what's happening in the other 2 weeks, but Sunday
the offense was dog shit. The guy calling plays in Philly was fucking terrible. He's fucking terrible. And even Drew Brees was calling out Philly. He was like, that offense stinks. When you got Drew Brees coming out and be like, stinks.
Play
calling's terrible.
He doesn't have his sea legs. And then he just decided, all right, well, I'm just going to throw the ball.
Philly fans think it was just Jalen Hurts, just we're changing the plays. We're just going to call what we want to call because we're getting dog walk doing whatever it is you want us to do. And it's a night and day. There's so much talent on that Philly team for that offense to have looked as fucking bad as it has been up until the second half of that game. It's terrible.
Credit, Dylan. Say it.
What? He played a good game.
played a great touchdown.
I didn't watch. My phone died. Or was dying. And I had my...
You know what happened.
I know what happened, but I can't tell explain to you like exactly how it happened like I can with the Jet game. Like I can explain every in and out for it on there. I don't know like really what happened outside of blocked kick, touchdown. I don't know. Like I know the offense exploded, but I don't know to what extent to like tell you. He played a great game. I can't tell you anything other than that because I don't know. I didn't get a chance to do my quad box this week. I was celebrating my boy's birthday weekend with a phone that died and then broke.
Fine. Anything to just not give Jalen credit. Fine.
So translation, Mike.
He had a great game.
Mike, translation. He had a good game. He didn't stink it up, or else I would have done the research I needed to do. That's the translation.
I
right
just said
there.
he had a great game. Those words came out of my mouth. Like you want me to deep dive into it, and I can't explain to you because I didn't watch. I can't give you that.
Doesn't sound like you want to give him credit, but it's okay.
I said he played a great game. What the fuck else do I have to say?
He's gonna stick it up next week, and Dylan gonna have every play-by-play. I'll tell you that.
Well, I mean,
every
He's gonna dissect that shit and everything.
Holding the ball for 4.2 seconds.
Let me
threw
tell you
the ball
I'll
at a 37-degree angle.
The games that I watched the Jet game. I watched the first like half and then like 2 minutes of the Eagles game into the second half. I watched a lot of that Vikings game just because I wanted to see the nonsense that was happening because I saw a couple picks. I was like, oh, this game's great. I'm putting it on. And then I watched the Patriot game as well. Horrible decisions. And then the 4:00 window, I only really watched the second half of the Cowboy game, or like the end of the second quarter, and then the second half of the Cowboy game because that's the Hard Rock Cafe, and they had it on because again my phone died. And then I got home in time for the Giant game. Those are the games that I watched.
Okay.
Where the week before, I can tell you I watched like every game because I was quad boxing all night.
Raz, what are your thoughts on the Eagles' comeback against the Rams?
I mean, like, I think Jalen Hurts' expression on the sideline was just like, it just kind of summed it all. He was just
He's
like,
a psychopath.
No, he's just like, yo, like, I think he truly believes that, like, a continuation from last year, that this group of people and this team and these coaches are just a team of destiny. And I think he's starting to feel him. I think he's more so than last year. I think he's starting to feel like, yo, like we could literally win the Super Bowl again because everyone else is like Buffalo. I think the same thing that Josh Allen also kind of has now. Like when you start winning these type of games, that's when you're like, oh yeah. Like when you that's when you know, like, all right, this is going to be something crazy. I think Jalen Hurts was like, yeah, this is going to be a crazy year because
Yankees win.
Yankees win.
Red Sox win. Reds still going.
But they've got 2 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th tie game. They should win this game.
They should.
Go ahead, Ross.
But Red's gonna red.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, wrap it up real quick is you got to think that he feels like this is just a continuation of where the Super Bowl was. Like this, he doesn't believe that there's any team that can beat them when they actually try. Because they've had a terrible offense at first. They've just starting to figure it out. Goddard just got back. Like, you know, and they just went off like you have like your defensive lineman taking it back, like and blocking it. Like,
the biggest guy, Jordan Davis.
Davis. So
360. Just
come on now.
It down.
Like, if I'm an Eagles fan, I'm like, it's the closest I am to like, yo, let's hurry up and just get to the playoffs right now. Like
Rams want that shit back in blood, though. I want to see that again.
Yeah.
I want to see that again.
I'm sure that they do, but they can't look at nobody but themselves.
Philly gets to exercise back-to-back demons where they have the Rams last week and then they have the Bucks this week.
Now can they solve the Baker Mayfield curse?
And they just signed homeboy from Florida back to their team who was like 440 pounds.
Yeah.
You're going to have him and Vita Vea next to each other on that tush push. Horrendous. Just a wall of humans. That's 800-pound of human.
I will agree. I will agree with you. Your head's gonna red. But I think Jalen Hurts is playing with this confidence. I think he has absolutely heard all the people like this who thinks he stinks, and he literally is going out there. He's very much giving me the I'm just gonna show you what you gonna say now. He's giving that energy.
Great offensive line, great defense. You got bailed out by Jordan Davis, and you have Bugattis everywhere.
He didn't get bailed out by Jordan Davis because they were already winning.
He sealed the game. Wasn't that kick to like win?
It would have won the game.
There we go. So save the game.
So Jalen Hurts is one of the most accomplished quarterbacks in
football right
history.
now.
That's great.
And I don't think it's enough credit.
And Dylan thinks
winning
from college also to like now. I don't think he gets enough credit for what he's accomplished in college and also leading into the NFL.
He got benched for Tua. He left the SEC to play in the Big 12. He left the SEC to go to the Big 12 where they don't play defense. He didn't win the Heisman. He's the only one of those three Oklahoma quarterbacks who didn't win the Heisman for it. Like, what am I supposed to say? You left the better competition, the better school to go to a easier school to play and win games, and then you couldn't win the thing that like you think you should have won.
Then he gets it back in blood, and
he's in the perfect situation.
But when he came on that situation,
he was not good.
Was
he? You can't tell me he was. He wasn't.
I mean, that Washington game that he played.
Who was the quarterback of that Washington Commander team? Do you remember? I remember. Do you remember?
Cole? Was that Cole?
No, it was Taylor Heineke.
It was Taylor Heineke. It was.
Okay.
But that's his comment. I mean, listen. Hey, man, again, he was in front of you.
He has an abundance of riches. He's really, to me, not that much better than Brock Purdy.
Oh, come on.
Remember when you guys were saying, Brock Purdy is so great. Brock Purdy's so great. And then we got to see. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I never said he was that great. I didn't say he was that great. I didn't say he was that great.
Everybody was. When I was the only one in here hating on Brock Purdy for his abundance of riches.
You don't need to hate on
Brock Purdy.
I mean, to be fair, Dylan was right about Brock Purdy.
Been right.
I don't.
And I also think Jalen Hurts is just like a better Brock Purdy, to be honest. Because I mean, realistically, again, we haven't. But hold on, just think about it. Think about it for 1 second.
Hold up. He's a better Jared Goff. Jared Goff is another one who's got Bugattis all over the place and actually.
What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to not win the Super Bowl?
Here's the thing, though.
When I was giving a shit ton of credit because, like, at the end of the day, he's really just a game manager in a perfect situation, for it. That's why it's like when people want to give Jared Goff credit, I'm like, he's just a product of his Bugattis. He has this great offensive line. He's got a Ferrari on the outside. He's got a fucking Bugatti on the slot. He's got fucking whatever other fucking sports cars in his backfield. Like, he's got everything you want, everything you could need to run an offense, and he still stinks.
But wouldn't you, as a GM, collect as much talent, regardless of your quarterback, as possible? So it doesn't even matter whether he was good or bad or transcendent.
No, I just want people to look at his situation the same way you look at every other situation. It's not the quarterback's making this go. It's everything else is fucking perfect.
Yeah,
But he still has to execute. All right, think about this.
But that's
Everything else is so perfect. You just need somebody to be
seen the
average.
Eagles play without Jalen Hurts and not
with
be
bums.
good.
With bums. Name me the quarterbacks who played and they've been worse because they're bums. Gardner Minshew, bum. Kenny Pickett, bum. Name me another quarterback that has played on this Eagles team that is considered average outside of Jalen Hurts with these weapons. You can't because it didn't happen.
Because Jalen,
he's been the quarterback.
Yeah, like I don't know how
you put an average quarterback, you get the same results.
But listen,
you put Jared Goff on this team, same results.
I recall an Eagles team that was considered to be super laden in talent, aka a dream team, and yet that same dream team with that much collection of talent on both sides of the ball didn't accomplish what Jalen Hurts was able to accomplish with
that
this
Eagles dream team was also like nonsense and not even close to being as good as this current team.
I mean, no, but I'm saying
they called it a dream team because they added Vince Young as a backup and signed Wash Nnamdi Asomugha. Remember that?
Everyone's
at the time, Nnamdi was not considered to be washed.
No. Hindsight, literally the second he put on the Eagles uniform, he was trash.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. No one knew that at the time.
It doesn't matter if we knew it at the time. We know it now.
We know it now.
Trash.
But still, like that at the time was a huge collection of talent.
Do you remember who their wide receiver one was?
Was that?
Because Jackson was going at that time.
Alshon wasn't on that team yet, was he?
No, that was 5 years later.
That's 5 years later. That's right.
Jeremy Maclin. Jeremy Maclin anywhere near as good as Devontae Smith or AJ Brown?
But Jeremy Maclin was pretty good for that Eagles team.
Jeremy Maclin was an okay wide receiver, like a good wide receiver. Was he AJ Brown or Devontae Smith?
No.
But
again,
DeMarco Murray at running back? Anywhere near as good as Saquon Barkley?
No, but DeMarco Murray was also very good at that time too.
No, that was when DeMarco Murray, Chip Kelly ruined him.
Wasn't that Cowboys?
DeMarco Murray was the best version of him for sure.
Yeah, they started running DeMarco Murray out of shotgun for it. So that's Anthony's boy Chip Kelly. That team was nowhere near as good as this Eagles team.
So I'm asking, what do you want him to do with this collection of talent?
I don't think there's a way he could show me with this group of talent that he's anywhere better than like an average quarterback.
So he needs to purposely leave.
No, it's not he can purposely leave. It's his contract. These things normally work themselves out. It's the long game. His contract won't allow for certain things to go forward once it like really kicks in. He's making a lot of money. Lane Johnson's going to end up retiring soon. Jordan Mailata doesn't have a lot in his tank left. AJ Brown's going to probably ask for himself out in the next 2 years. Like these things will work themselves out. The quarterback contract is going to be the thing that takes it out and ruins it for him. And then we're going to see what Jalen Hurts actually is.
So what's enough?
Here's the thing.
What do you mean?
What stat? How many wins?
I don't think winning is a stat for a quarterback.
I mean, what stat then? What collection of stats would be decent with the non-collection of talent that he has?
Like
now?
if you're going to tell me he's a top 10 quarterback, he needs to throw for top 10 quarterback numbers. One. So you're going to have to show me that you could throw for like 3,700 yards and then like, I don't know, close to 30 touchdowns. One.
Okay, 30 touchdowns, 3,700 yards.
No, 3,700 yards and close to 30. So like anywhere between like 27 plus touchdowns a year. I would want out of it. It also is very difficult because you are in a run first team with the running back on your team and the defense on your team. So Mike thinking Jalen Hurts is going to win MVP and throw for like 4,000 yards is crazy the way the offense is ran. If that happened, I would be like, okay, cool, he'll get props, but I know it's not going to happen.
I didn't pick him to win MVP.
No, I picked him to win MVP.
All right, I just merged both of your guys' picks.
How could you pick someone who's slightly better than Brock Purdy to win MVP if you don't think he's much better than Brock Purdy?
Well, that was my MVP and hot take too. I merged them together.
To be fair, Brock Purdy also almost won MVP one year.
I mean,
no, but like,
he had the runner-up in MVP on his team.
That is true.
because the problem is with Brock Purdy, and that's when I had to concede on him was when the Avengers started to get injured, when the Avengers started to get crippled, he got exposed pretty bad. He couldn't carry the team. He stunk heavily, especially the second half of the year too. Last season, he was just bad, and that's when everything that I feared came true. And that's when I was like, okay, Dylan was right. This dude was just a fucking fraud. Who was basically just a product of his environment at the end of the day. And I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, well, that's just Jalen Hurts too. Because I do think Jalen Hurts is better than Purdy, but I think there's a good possibility that Jalen Hurts could be a fraud too. Just being brutally honest.
I just think he's an average quarterback. I don't think he's his top 10 quarterback.
No, like when I say fraud, I don't mean like he stinks. I mean like when all the pieces aren't there, all the mega pieces aren't there, I think he's just going to be just what he is, which is just an average quarterback who's just going to have the Eagles competing for a playoff spot. He's not going to be doing this.
He's not going to have AJ Brown bringing down these 50.
Yeah, he's not going 18. He's not going 18 consecutive wins and none of that shit. Like,
my question, though, one, expecting him to throw.
I'm expecting a top 10 quarterback to perform like a top 10 quarterback.
But he doesn't play that way. No, because he doesn't play that way, and you know that because he's not. It's going to be hard for him to throw 30 touchdowns because he will run for 15. Now, if you want to talk
run,
total,
we don't count tush pushes as
exactly.
rushing.
So you again, you don't want to give him credit for
the
that.
League doesn't really care for him.
You don't want to give him credit for that. I've said it multiple times. If it's so easy, why is it the Eagles seem to be the only ones that can do it? Why is it just them that do it?
Mike, I want you to do me a favor. I've told you this before. I want you to watch the Eagles line up for a tush push and watch every other team line up for a tush push and tell me what they do wrong, because I can tell you what they do wrong.
Of course, because you should be a coordinator in the NFL.
No, but you
figured it out.
You watch what the Eagles do.
You know it, though.
You watch what the Eagles do. And you watch, let's use the Giants where they used to run Daniel Jones. Do you know what the main difference is in what the Eagles do on the tush push versus what anybody else that's not from the Eagle system, like homeboy from Arizona when he puts in Brissett to run it, or Steichen in Indy when he was doing it with Anthony Richardson? They don't have the fucking running back and tight end directly on the hip to help push. They just leave the quarterback by himself and just tell him to go do it. That's not how you do it. If you watch the Eagles, they have you have the tape to watch how they have the running back and the tight end right behind him to push. It's why it's called a tush push, because you grab the tush and you push. These other teams don't have anybody pushing the tush.
So again, why wouldn't every team do it then?
No, I don't know why. They're stupid. But all the teams that do it. When the Jets did it in week 1, Justin Fields didn't get his tush pushed.
But you need to have the linemen to do that too as well, though.
One, you do need to have that, but you also need to get the extra push. You need to get the push.
You need to have the offensive line to do it. You need to have a good center to do it, and you need a quarterback who can squat 600 pounds.
You don't need a quarterback who can squat 600 pounds. You just need to get your tush pushed. That is it. Does it help? Yes. But again, these teams don't do it.
So then that would validate my point that I was making.
You don't need somebody to do it. You think Jacoby Brissett can squat 600 pounds?
No, but
he does it just fine.
But Jalen Hurts,
he's the originator of it.
But Jalen Hurts. All right, you know what, Dylan? Whatever.
We're trying to talk at the same time. What
the hell?
We're trying to talk at the same time. Like it doesn't hurt, but it's not a necessity because again, Jacoby Brissett is the originator of it. He's the first quarterback who was doing it, and he doesn't squat 600 pounds. I can guarantee you that. The difference is he was getting pushed. These other teams aren't pushing the tush. Why is it called the tush push, Mike?
Because it's a clever name. It rhymes. That's why.
So it has nothing to do with the fact that the quarterback is getting his tush pushed?
It rhymes. That's why.
So that doesn't happen? That doesn't happen?
Dylan, it's a QB sneak. That's what it is.
No, what Tom Brady did was a QB sneak, where he would just snap the ball and just fall forward in between the guard and the center. That's a sneak.
What do you think? Okay.
It's not a sneak. There's nothing sneaky about it. Was there
All right.
anybody pushing Tom Brady directly off the snap? No, there wasn't. Nobody here is going to corroborate what I'm saying. Like, we don't watch fucking football here.
There's a reason, but so
there's a reason.
You think that Jalen Hurts just hikes the ball, bends over, and they just push him for 3 yards? You don't think that he goes behind the center or the guard every time? You don't notice that he does that?
No, well, no, because everybody does it. The only difference is he also gets the extra push. That's the thing. He also gets the extra push. Why are we starting the running back 5 yards behind it when the Eagles have him on the hip?
Again,
that doesn't make sense. Why are we shaking our head like that's not like
if it was as easy as you just think it is, everyone
like I think these coordinators are fucking stupid.
Why do you think the only team that's come close to being as effective with it as Philly is Buffalo? It's because Buffalo has a quarterback that's 6'5", 260 that can push the line himself.
Buffalo also gets stopped more than Philly because they don't run it the same.
Is Buffalo successful? Is Buffalo successful at that play more than anyone outside of the Eagles?
I can't speak to that. I don't know. Because that's just guessing. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But the alignment doesn't have anything to do with it, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my point. It's just I don't understand how no other team aligns the same way.
It's a mystery of the football, I guess.
Don't worry. They also missed the right guard jumping offsides fucking twice.
They did.
But after they said they were going to really fucking police that play, back-to-back plays. Back-to-back tush-push attempts. Missed both of them. Right guard. False start. Offense.
I will let you have the final word. I will end it with this. It's just amazing to me that it's a coincidence that everywhere that man goes, winning happens, but it's never because of him.
He won in Oklahoma?
It's just a coincidence.
He won in Oklahoma?
They didn't win the national championship, but they did.
Then everywhere he goes, he won a bowl game. Okay.
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 Yeah. No
did
difference.
Did he even play in that fucking game? Did he even play in that bowl game?
That man had the national title.
So does every other quarterback who played at Alabama in that 5-year stretch.
I'm just saying.
McCorkle has one.
Hey, leave Mac Jones alone, man.
McCorkle has a fucking national title.
Started for the 49ers, right?
Backup to the 49ers. Solely started because of injury.
Current starter on the said 49ers.
Great starter for the New England Patriots, McCorkle Jones.
I don't even know what game. I guess we could talk about the game. The game Raz attended. I was going to talk about the game you attended.
Oh,
there is news coming out of that game. There's news coming out of that.
Because there's news coming out of the game for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Sunday Night Football. I don't know who exactly on NBC thought. Maybe they figured, hey, it's only week 3. The Giants can't possibly be bad by week 3. Let's put them on prime time right now. Get it out the way. No.
Remember when Anthony thought the Giants were going to surprise the Chiefs in this game?
Yep.
Because they played the Cowboys.
They did surprise
me. Yeah, with how fucking
I knew what I was stepping in. There was so much pomp and circumstance too. I don't even blame them. You got to generate some type of energy, and there was a lot of energy in that stadium.
There was energy in that building. Them Giant fans were ready.
They were out in droves, and the Giants
and the Giants didn't play awful in the first half. They were in the game.
They were pretty close.
They were frustrating. They were frustrating Kansas City for a little while there.
Well, the Giants defense is good. Their pass rush is really good. Their secondary is fucking suspect, but their pass rush is so good. Pat is just so fucking good, man. Yeah. With the weapons that he has, like Tyquan Thornton being like playable is fucking laughable.
Crazy.
Fucking laughable. Tyquan Thornton sucks.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? There's really nothing more to say besides that. Besides just if you ever watch Taekwondo Thor, then yes. I think what's interesting behind this though is I think I'm going to disagree with you, Dylan, saying that not all the secondary is bad. I think Banks is actually going to be a pretty good cornerback in this league. I think he's going to be pretty good. I think watching Russ. So I think there's no way you watch Russ this game, and it was on a national, like so many eyes on this game. There were plays that he did that I was like, I'm not sure if he's actually playing football. Like, that last series is probably one of the worst series of football. Forget about it being at the last part of the game. That's one of the worst series of football. It's one thing to get a bad play call. Fine, so be it. You try to make something happen. But there were times where he threw the ball in that series and the end zone, and I was just like, I really can't tell you where he was throwing the ball.
It was
I really can't tell you
times.
what he was looking at, what he was throwing at.
He didn't even give his receivers a chance to make a play. You just threw the ball at the uprights.
I was just like, what's happening?
Like, what? Like, if we're gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't want to throw an interception, you're giving them the ball anyway. It's fourth down.
Yeah.
Like, so you're already down. You need to score. If you miss the play, it's their ball anyway. It's just a punt. It's just an arm punt.
Try to get the PI.
Try to get like throw it to Neighbors. See what he could do.
Yeah.
See if he could come and make a miraculous play.
That's when you throw it to Neighbors, not the deep moon hospital ball he threw.
Oh my God, he threw it.
And what I thought literally might have borderline put Malik Neighbors' career on the line when he wasn't moving on the floor. Like, you can't do that, right? Like, you just can't, right? You can't play football like that. It's okay. Russell Wilson was one of the better quarterbacks in the league that we've had come through for a while when he was in Seattle, and that's fine. His legacy isn't tarnished by this Giants run. So, I mean, you could argue the Broncos, but I'm not gonna get mad for going after the bag.
A great
Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. He got the bag, and that happens. So, okay. Like,
and he's got Sierra, man.
And hated his guts. So like that.
Yeah, Payton wasn't.
Well, Sean Payton had a reason to hate his guts.
That didn't help. Yeah, but that last year, I didn't, and I argued this with Dylan all the time. That last year in Denver, he was playing well before they sat him down.
He was playing well. No, he was, Dylan. He was absolutely playing well.
They didn't want to pay him.
Yeah,
they didn't want to pay
well.
They didn't want to pay him.
I agree. They don't want to pay him, but I don't agree with him playing well. Like,
I don't think
that's where I really thought he was not a starting quarterback anymore.
I think he's the reason why Marvin Mims even has a career right now, though, because he's
also the reason why half that Broncos team fucking hated being there.
Yeah, that's true too, right?
Like,
but
what
they
had? They
sat
had
him
Jerry
down.
Jeudy, and they had what was the other dude? The small, fast dude.
That was Mims.
No, it was another one. He's not on the team anymore. They had them throwing fits down the field because they're wide open. He was checking down.
Yeah,
wide open, throwing fits, like throwing their helmets on the fucking floor.
Yeah,
Russ really ain't a starter anymore.
Now here we go.
It's gotten worse.
Here we go. Right. Okay, go.
Yeah, who you play matters, and you guys always give me shit when I tell you who you play fucking matters. You're not going to play the fucking Cowboys every week. Russ looked good against the fucking Cowboys because they couldn't do anything to make him look worse. They couldn't get a pass rush. They couldn't stop anybody. Russ had a fucking a career resurgence day that had everybody but me thinking that he was back. That he's back. He's cooking. He's this. And then the Cowboys got a little bit of pressure at him in overtime, and then he just exploded. And then he goes into this game, and no resemblance of that Cowboy Russ at all. At all.
Agreed. They're in a rough spot right now, man, because now with all the stuff that
Mike
in 11 innings. Pittsburgh wins.
Shut your big ass up, man. Dylan was talking.
I was not. I was
Dylan, please continue. Please continue.
Okay. So
we need to stop interrupting people.
Mike, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, we need to stop interrupting people here.
I got this. Yeah, stop interrupting me, Mike. So there was no resemblance of this this Cowboys Russ at all in this Chiefs game. But in case you guys didn't know this, Russ used to play baseball. And talking about Russ, we have to talk about baseball. Breaking news: the Pirates beat the Reds in the 11th.
No, I mean, like,
they were asking
it's
Russ
tough.
in his press conference today if he was going to retire.
Yeah, I heard that. And it's brutal. It's New York. It's going to be brutal. You should expect all of the worst questions you'll ever get from any media.
That's kind of a fucking question.
Like, they ask silly questions too. Like,
to his credit, he is a pro, right?
Always
so he
been.
can handle that in the best ways possible. He is a pro, and I will always respect Russ for being a pro. I will respect Russ for how he also supports Dart.
Yeah.
If he treats Dart with all the respect, it helps him out because the Giants are going to be in a very, very, very rough stretch with a quarterback who has never played against NFL talent, actually. On a NFL field, and who is not the greatest college quarterback.
Oh God, here it comes.
So and you threw him into the fire of a Charger team that is a very good Charger team.
Yeah, Derwin James, he's licking his chops. But I mean, here's what I'm talking about, right? We got all the talk about how the Jets mismanaged Zach Wilson, and everything like that, threw him in too long. The Giants tried to hide him and let him learn, which was a great idea. Now he plays. Now you can't put the genie back in the bottle. So he's going to sink or swim. I still think Dable's fired by the end of this year, regardless.
Oh, regardless.
Regardless. There's going to be Jackson Dart will have to be the greatest revelation since Russell Wilson himself. Russell Wilson himself.
They're going to have to win 6 or 7 games for Dable not to get fired.
He's going to have to be Russell Wilson when he took over in Seattle. That's it.
6 games. Dable still gets fired if they only win 6 games.
Yeah, the thing is, Dable and the GM have to go.
The GM,
they have to be fighting. They have to be legitimately fighting for a wild card spot.
I would say the GM needs to be fired more than
he should have been fired yesterday. I was calling for his head last year.
Neither one of these guys should have returned.
Last year. Period.
Neither one of them should have returned. You're only putting Dart in a bad spot because now, like Ross said, you can't go back. You have Jameis rotting on your bench who's itching to throw the ball fucking 60 yards.
Yeah.
You play him and then throw in Dart as your last
Exactly.
resort.
That's why I'm confused. I'm
I would have absolutely thrown Jameis in there.
Yeah, why?
He's playing for his job.
Because
he's playing for his job. That's what's going to get.
As a coach, you win.
Yeah, but you don't throw a quarterback in who's going to give you 400 yards, 5 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions, and 2 pick sixes. That's not
that. Based on
they're not going to win games that way. Yeah, but Jameis will give you production, but you're still going to lose because he's also going to fuck up a ton too as well.
You're going to lose with Russ anyway, so does it matter?
And the Giants.
Yes, it's called he's trying to save his job. So
the Giants' defense is good enough where it would have been fun with Jameis because they would have covered.
The Chiefs probably lose.
They will cover up some of it, not all of it, because Jameis is going to throw some bad
picks.
The problem is
defense is good enough. If
Jameis the defensive line,
on that board, that defense.
The defensive line, Mike. Because Rob, I'm sorry, I totally disagree with you. I think Giants secondary is fucking horrible. Their secondary Banks is fucking terrible. I've seen him get burned so many fucking. He is terrible, right?
He's not terrible.
He is. You gotta go back and watch some of the footage.
Man.
That man's been getting cooked, right? That man
he
gets
might look
cooked
better
on
in comparison to compared to like Cordell Flott, because Flott sucked, but Banks also is not good.
Banks is
This isn't
not.
that bad, bro. He's not that bad.
Like I've seen.
I mean,
Even
I've
been watching maybe.
He's not great, but he's not
He's not
terrible,
good.
bro.
That's how I feel. Like he's not as bad as Dylan makes him out.
I think Deontay Banks is fucking
but
horrendous.
he's not like he's not
He's pretty.
he's not soft. Like, he's not. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a first.
I think Deontay Banks
those guys
is just as good as Brandon Stevens.
See, that's
all right.
You're dragging it.
That's bad.
I think he's just as good as Brandon Stevens.
But he's not light years better than Brandon Stevens. But Brandon Stevens is probably one of the worst quarterbacks in football right now.
I feel the way about Deontay Banks.
I mean,
him and Benjamin St. Juice are also like
yeah. That guy stinks. But I mean, like
Commanders.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he's had a
him
rough
and Deontay Banks are about the same to me.
Yeah,
that kid on the Commanders has had a rough year. Yeah.
Tough year.
He's had a rough
Every time
career.
I see a touchdown on
Real
the Commanders, it's him. It's on
Real
him
tough.
every time.
Real tough.
Oh yeah, speaking of, since we're on the topic of getting cooked, can we talk about Marlon Humphreys for a second?
Oh, Dylan would love to do that.
I'm not doing this shit on Marlon. It's just I noticed this like 2 years ago that like his career was kind of like on the downside. And then I was like, okay, they tried to do the reverse like Larry Fitzgerald, where they moved Larry to the slot, but on the defensive side, they moved Marlon to the slot to try to keep him from going against some of those harder matchups and face some slot guys to keep him going, because he's still pretty athletic. He just can't cover the number one receivers in football anymore. And it showed.
It's not working.
Yeah, Amon-Ra wins.
Amon-Ra just did it.
He went to the slot to avoid guys like Amon-Ra, and then he got to face Amon-Ra, who lives
that's why
Dylan,
that's why that's coaching, because that's why they put him there, to keep him away from guys like that. We all know where Amon-Ra likes to play. We all know that's where he likes to play. So why would you not switch him off of, get him out of there? Like, I know he's probably prideful and he was probably in the meeting.
No better option.
There ain't nobody that could. Bruh, it was clear as day by the second quarter. You need to go, bruh.
Yeah, but
this is where the scheme
who's the better
comes
option
in.
to play?
That's what I'm saying. That's where the scheme comes in,
know.
because you still have to honor Jameson Williams' speed. So you can't take Kyle Hamilton off of playing the cover 2 or the deep safety, because there's no cornerback that can stay in front of him.
Yeah, you need the
so
center
normally,
field
normally you would actually probably bracket St. Brown and then you take your chance. But the Lions just have that weapon where, Williams is like he has enough catching ability as well too, where he's gonna catch it. Some people are just really fast and they can't catch a cold like at all. And they're just decoys, but he can actually catch too, and he has lightning speed. So you just have to, by scheme, you have to pick your poison. You're either gonna have 50-yard bombs getting thrown on top of you, no matter how good the cornerback is, he just doesn't have the speed, or you take your chance with you're hoping your number one cornerback could stop somewhat stay in front of Amon-Ra St. Brown, but. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown just put on the show. He put on the show.
When they did try to kind of do something about that, then Montgomery said, "I'm just gonna run through y'all. Like,
I'm gonna become Derrick Henry. Freaky Friday.
Like a buck 50, a buck 50 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Oh God damn!
Some of those runs were big boy, like big time running back runs, where I'm like, yo, did David Montgomery always have that? Like, I seen him hit some of the gaps and I was like, bro, like, I remember David Montgomery on the Bears. I was like, he had that? Like, he had that?
To be fair, it's the Bears.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm like, he looked like he deserves to be.
Good, though. His last year in Chicago was good. His contract year was good. And now he's in a great spot. Sonic and Knuckles.
He looks like a number one.
I don't know what's going on with Sonic, because Sonic ain't been doing much this year, to be honest with you. But Detroit can still run the ball with anybody. They have an evil genius coach that will bite your kneecap off.
Listen, man, I love Dan Campbell, man. That's good football. That's entertaining football. That's sports entertainment. He is literally sports entertainment.
That fourth down play, and then when you're able to run the ball, which I love and I scream it all the time, then you get the situation like that fourth down where the Ravens did not know what they were going to do. They didn't know if they were going to run it or pass it, and what it was easy, the light work.
Easy.
If you run the ball, good things will happen. And I know it's tough to say right now because I'm, along with anyone who's followed his career, just mind blown by this. If you just give Derrick Henry the ball 20 times, I promise you will be in the game. You'll probably win. They don't give him the ball 20 times. It's when he gets it 20, they win. It's usually somewhere between 13 and 18, Dylan. When they give it to him 20, write it down.
Outside of the fumbles,
he had a great game again.
I thought that so far from me watching the film and watching the games live, he looks better this year than he did last year.
Their offense looks better this year than it did last year.
What is happening? He looks literally like he cannot be stopped. And I was like, this is unreal. I don't think I've ever seen a sustained running back at that height, weight combination not get just completely injured and just stay healthy and just he's just mauling people. He's just running crazy. I'm like, he's better than this year than last year. If he wasn't fumbling, we'd be like, yo, dude, what is happening?
The problem is
if he didn't fumble
these games and then he's just giving the game away.
Because he was dog walking the Bills too. He was dog walking the Bills.
Dog walking Buffalo.
He was dog walking the Bills. I was like, oh man, he was putting the Bills belt to ass on the Bills.
That's why that game is still so shocking, because they were beating the hell out of Buffalo.
He was cooking the Bills, man.
And it's just
he looked like a Buffalo.
He never you saw what I put in. You saw the GIF I put. He never fumbles like this. Like it is so rare. He never fumbles
more time this year than he did in the last 2 seasons combined.
Like he never fumbles. So like this is unbelievable to me. Like I can't believe it. And the one in the Detroit game, I don't know what you call it, because he only fumbled. He literally never saw that guy. It was just that he never saw him and he hit the ball. And we watch boxing. What's the punch that always knocks you out? It's the one you never see.
Yeah, never see. Yeah.
It's the one you never see.
Do you think it's a film thing? You know how they say like pitchers tip and they like find the how pitchers are tipping? Do you think there's like film that coaches are looking at like, yo, like there's like something happening where they're looking and they're like, we should make sure we do this or
it's
approach him like this.
It's only taken 10 years to realize that, hey, if you hit Derrick Henry in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left with your left hand off of the right side, he will fumble 100% of the time.
Like, because it's they keep doing it. They keep doing it. And it's a copycat league. So everyone's going to keep trying to punch the ball until he stops it. They can't tackle him. We all know that, right? They're just like, we can't deal with the stiff arm. That's rough. And he's fast. He's fast enough to run away from an actual whole entire team. They're just thinking like, well, what do we do? We're just going to keep trying to punch the ball every time that we get. Stand him up, punch the ball. If not, he's punching from behind. Just punch for the ball because he's gonna run all over us. I don't even blame him. Like that's the only thing we can do. He has to stop it though, and I think he's choking the ball, and I think that makes it sometimes even easier. I think sometimes he's thinking about it now. It's in his mind. Now it's in his mind. The little rant on the sideline that he did when he threw the helmet, fell on the bench.
Fell all over the bench.
Yeah, like a little kid. Like it's in his mind now. Once it's in his mind, it'll break him if he doesn't handle it.
It's the yips.
Yeah. See, it becomes
that's one guy you can't have the yips on you. He's too good to have that.
Too good.
Probably just needs to run somebody over, then he'll be all right.
Yeah, but he does that all the time. This usually happens after he runs them over.
But before we move on, because I want to give Detroit some credit. Their defense was flying around the field against Baltimore. And
they did such a good job keeping Lamar at bay.
Yep.
They did not let Lamar beat him.
Yep.
All Lamar kept on talking about post game was just like they had a spy on me. They had a spy on me. One, why he would say that out loud, I don't understand. Like I get
because everyone does that.
You're gonna watch tape anyway. But for the bad coordinators and the bad players to see that,
spy me.
Yeah, just don't. They spied me. They made sure I couldn't beat them with my legs. Yada yada yada. There's a lot of people who see that shit and say, "Fuck it, we're not spying them," because it doesn't happen every game. Believe it or not, Lamar Jackson doesn't get spied every game. It's crazy. I don't understand it. But saying that out loud, don't do that. Just tip your hat and keep it moving. Don't give people an answer like that because there's people who are going to ignore it.
My takeaway from that game was I did not like the body language between Lamar and Derek at the end of that game. It didn't. I didn't like it. It didn't feel good.
And it's Derek couldn't understand.
But the way they were talking to each other, I saw one instance where Derrick Henry was talking to Lamar while he was on the tablet, and it looked like Lamar was like tuning him out. It was the body language, the visuals, the optics was not good for Baltimore.
Mike, they're just a bunch of Florida boys just yelling at each other.
That's what I hope it is. That's what I hope it is.
Just a bunch of Florida boys, just Florida boying. That's it.
But I know they better figure it out because let me tell you, Kansas City is gonna be ready.
One of these teams is gonna be 1-3.
And the world is going to like the sky is gonna be falling if whichever team loses. Kansas City can't lose because the Chargers don't seem they're ever gonna lose again. And Baltimore I don't know, they seem fragile.
If they lose,
Baltimore is still like in the mix because that division also stinks. Like right now,
that is very true.
They're going to be in it no matter what because nobody can fucking win a game.
So,
yeah, that is a big point. The Kansas City needs this game a lot more than Baltimore does.
Kansas City, even if they don't win the division, they'll still like have enough wins to be there. For the Chargers, just look fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They're a really good football team, top to bottom.
In the trenches,
the game is won and lost. Talk about a guy who doesn't want to give anybody credit.
I mean, be honest. Joe Alt was probably one of the easiest no-brainer top 5 picks in a very long time.
Oh, I believe I'm right there
Set
with you.
And forget it.
Like, for that draft, Anthony was arguing with me. They need
whoa, hold on. I don't say no-brainer because Neighbors was right there. Like a lot of people thought they were going to take Neighbors, and it would have made all the sense in the world for the Chargers to take Malik Neighbors too.
And then
like no one's and he'd be flinging that ball.
He's flinging it right now, and he doesn't have Neighbors.
No, I mean, let's not act like they still wouldn't be a good team if they had Neighbors.
I think
having Neighbors as a weapon for Herbert.
I don't think it would have been as good because you don't get the protection, you don't get the time.
And Rashad Slater is actually like out for the year.
Yeah.
Well, this is before the.
Well, this would just be, let's say we just replace Alt with Neighbors right now. based on what these teams are. Yeah, like it's cool to have a number one receiver like that, but Herbert would be running for his life.
Yep.
They wouldn't be able to run the ball effectively either because that's a big part of their team is the run game. Like it's all
Maybe he
the
got
game is
injured too.
lost in the trenches.
Yeah, Herbert got injured too. You remember that?
And then you can't undervalue how good an offensive line is because you give a quarterback enough time, they can make bad receivers look good. Not saying Peyton wasn't like an all-timer, but he got Pierre Garçon a contract.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Number 59.
Yes, he did.
It's 59.
He hit 59. Judge hit 51. 50 and 51.
Taking candy from a baby. I don't understand why you guys do. I keep trying to tell you guys, listen, like
who's you guys? I agree. I don't think Judge is going to win MVP, even though I think
I'm talking about the bets in general when it comes to like these stat-based like bets that I make with you all. Why do you guys continuously do this with me? Because you don't win. Like historically, you don't win.
Aaron Judge's 2025 road OPS is the highest mark since Barry Bonds in 2004.
I understand that, and he still won't win.
I still think there's a chance he wins. I still think Cal Raleigh is going to win just because narrative.
All right.
But ignoring like all of the WAR stats just because he's a catcher is crazy.
Yeah, I get it. It's also because he's a switch hitter too.
But if he was just a regular switch, if he was a switch hitting second baseman, we talking about him?
Yes.
Not like this.
At this point, yes. At this
Not
point,
like
yes.
this.
At this point, at 59, absolutely. Because it's
Not
beyond a
for
catcher situation.
MVP, no.
Yes.
Not for MVP because then it's just a home run award.
No.
Yes, because that's the only thing. Because there's nothing. When was the last time a MVP batted sub 250?
When's the last time a switch hitter hit over 50 home runs?
Never. But when was the last time?
No, there was.
What? Oh well, was it? What's his face? Fucking
Mickey.
Yes,
Mickey.
When was the last? And you want to know the answer to my question was the fucking 40s. There's never been somebody who was below 250.
I'm talking about, but like the last time a switch hitter hit over 50,
But then it's just a home run award.
No, it's a historical moment in history.
So because he hit more
something that hasn't happened since the 40s.
If the switch hitter doesn't have a better WAR, a better average, more runs, higher OPS, higher slugging percentage, higher on base percentage than the guy who just hit 60 home runs, there's no reason he should be MVP.
Let me ask you this: if Paul Skeens had the lowest ERA right now in history, would he win the Cy Young against someone who had the highest strikeouts, the lower whip, and also more wins? Would he win based on that?
Well, he doesn't have the wins, so that alone would
That's what I'm saying. If someone else who had more wins, more strikeouts,
but you're comparing
and a lower whip,
pitcher, right?
Yeah, I'm comparing hitter to hitter right now.
You're just talking about a batter, a switch
hitter to hitter. He's a hitter.
Hitter to hitter. Hitter to hitter.
They're both hitters.
Again,
hitter to hitter. It's not
even close.
It's
listen.
Not even close.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen. One of these, I use an analogy because one of these is uber historical. It's not that it's just like, oh, this is like. It's not because he's a catcher. It was at one point because he's a catcher. No, it's not.
It still is because you're making a home run award.
No, I'm trying to tell you. At one point, it was he's hitting the most as a catcher. All right. You start invoking Johnny Bench, and it's like, okay, people start saying, all right, cool. As a catcher. Then you start getting into a realm of switch hitters. Like, switch hitters, period. Let's not just say Mickey Mantle is the only good to great switch hitter in the history of baseball that was worth a damn. Let's not say that here. Let's not get on here and say that he's the only switch hitter that was worth a damn in history. Are we saying that?
For power, apparently.
I mean, Mickey Mantle hit the most home runs, period, at that point for a switch hitter.
But again, we're
as a
making it
switch
a home
hitter,
run thing. Because as a
I
switch
don't know
hitter,
how
what's
to.
his batting average?
I don't know how to. I mean, listen.
What's his WAR?
I get what you're saying.
What's the OPS?
I agree with you 100%
Strikeouts.
that Judge is the better overall player right now. But the baseball writers of America are also the people who, A, wouldn't vote Mariano Rivera unanimously in the Hall of Fame because of tradition.
They did.
No, who did not vote in
Jeter.
Jeter because of tradition. Because somebody just said, you know what? I don't fuck with Derek Jeter.
That's literally what happened.
Right?
That's literally what happened.
Exactly.
And it was a Boston beat writer.
Yeah, this is bullshit, right? But I'm saying, like, there's the same type of people that get swayed by their own nostalgia, their own bias, their own, like, personal grudges. And we're not going to overhaul the baseball rise of America in this one season. I think Cal Raleigh wins because of his historic nature and also the fact that, which makes this interesting now, though, I think the Mariners are going to win their division, which helps his case. But if the Yankees win the division, now this becomes interesting. My
response to this is
it becomes interesting.
My response to this is two things. I listened to Jet Passon today talk that if he had a vote for MVP, he would vote Aaron Judge. The only reason he feels bad about it because Cal Raleigh is a catcher. And he gave his big spiel about how catchers have to do so much and this.
Yeah.
But the only reason people truly give a fuck about this is because he's a catcher, right?
If you say that's not, I mean, at some point it was that, but it's transcended that. At this
if
point.
You drop Cal Raleigh's WAR 2 points, right? He is an average player. If you were to, or 0.2 points, whatever the fuck it is, right? If you were to drop Aaron Judge's 0.2 points, he's still unfucking real.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Where it's
I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's so difficult to argue where it's like, yeah, we're watching a guy who hasn't done anything, is doing something that Mickey has done since Mickey, and then he's doing it as a catcher. Meanwhile, we have the single greatest right-handed hitter of all time only doing things that roided up Bonds was doing.
Yeah.
And he's only competing against himself in history. That's the fucking wild thing.
Yeah.
That a man keeps competing with himself. The only other person in sports competing against himself for an award is Pete Carroll, who keeps getting oldest coach of the year award every fucking year because he's just a year older, right? Like there's no stat on this planet outside of home runs where you could tell me that Cal Raleigh is the more valuable player than Aaron Judge, especially when you have stats that show you wins above replacement and all that stuff. Then they have separate stats that include the catching stats that still have him at a lower WAR, including catching, than Judge.
And the fact that the Yankees legitimately could have the best record in the American League when this is all said and done. The best record in the American League with the best player in the world, with every statistic blowing Cal Raleigh away
outside of
home runs and RBIs. But you're going to sit here and tell, not you, Raz, I know what you're saying, but you're going to sit here and tell me that Cal Raleigh, that this is even a competition, like this MVP race shouldn't be nearly as close as the MVP race me and Dylan was talking about last week.
Oh, the National League one. This should be about as close as that one.
No, I was going to say between the WNBA MVP race was significantly closer than this MVP race. This MVP race is not as close as that MVP race. That's how lopsided it is for Aaron Judge. Yet and still, there is a legitimate chance that Cal could win it, which is unbelievable to me. We broke down the numbers between Asia Wilson and Nafisha Collins. Me and Dylan were literally sitting here going, it could be either way. It could be either one. This is not close. It's not close. Just like in the National League, it's not close. Shohei Ohtani, it's not close.
Not even close.
Shohei is
leagues better than fucking the
But
closest
but
person.
you're telling me if Kyle Schwarber was a catcher, then wait a minute. Maybe we should give it to Kyle. No, it's not close.
But I understand where Raz is coming from, though. That's the problem. It's not Raz, it's the writers. And the writers historically don't fuck with the Yankees. So it's voter fatigue at the highest level.
It's not so much voter fatigue. I think it's like it's human nature, unfortunately. Right? He comes off winning the home run derby, right? It's recency bias a little bit too. He comes off winning the home run derby. He doesn't really stop really hitting the dingers. He plays in historically one of the hardest stadiums to ever hit home runs. And he goes off against some of the most challenging stadiums, right, to hit home runs. He is a catcher, so that does play into it. I'm not saying that it's the only thing, but he is a catcher, right? His WAR isn't completely terrible. I think he's now on pace to have right now like the 4th highest WAR ever for a catcher. And honestly, to be quite honest with you, I think 2 out of like maybe the 3 above him won MVP that year when they had that WAR. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the case. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then on top of that, he's on pace to hit 60 home runs. He's breaking a record that hasn't been broken in over a quarter century, like over a quarter of a century. Like, we talked about the 40s. Like, it's too much, right? It's just too much.
Yeah, he's
actual zeitgeist moments in baseball.
There's never been a fucking MVP who has batted less than 250. The last
Aaron
time he
Judge
was close was 253 in the 40s.
Well, guess what? When did the Mick play?
60s.
Yeah, but he didn't bat 240.
I'm just trying to tell you, though, like it's.
I'm just saying you have to go back to the 40s to go back to an MVP who even batted 250. That's better than what I'm saying.
But I'm saying, like, you know, like Mickey Mantle was in the 60s, and it's like I think it's about that time. I think you're gonna see it. I still hang my hat on it. I plant my flag in it. I told you guys if he hits 60, he wins. Right?
Then it's a home run award.
He's one away.
And then that's what it's going to be this year. But I told you way back when, did I not?
No, but I always agreed with you that I always thought Raleigh was going to be the one that is going to end up winning this award when statistically it doesn't even make sense for him to even be in this conversation.
I will admit I did not think he was going to get to 60. I thought he would kind of gas out around 56, 57. I thought he'd gas out. He's still going. I will give him I don't want to make it seem like I don't think he's having a great year or he's not a great player. He's having an unbelievable year. The problem is Aaron Judge is playing baseball. That's
the season isn't over, and their teams that they're playing are kind of garbage, right?
They have actually, you know what? Let me not say it. I think they play Oakland, but I don't know. I will tell you right now. Let
me ask you this: if he hits 62, then what?
They might have to give it to him. If he breaks Judge's record, they play the Dodgers to end the year.
And those are games that are worth playing.
Because I think the Dodgers are going to need
and the Mariners need it too, because they're in the race for the division.
The Mariners absolutely need it.
Let me go ahead and correct my OPS stat that I gave you. If you dropped Cal Raleigh's OPS 0.2 points, he is below average. If you dropped Aaron Judge's 0.2 points, he is Cal Raleigh.
That's
fucking insane.
And I'll say this, and we'll move on because we got to get the fantasy focus. They're playing the Dodgers, and what I told you a week ago or 2 weeks ago, still in play. The Dodgers need those games. Like those
are going to be competitive games.
But my point is, I don't think they're going to pitch to him. I don't think they're going to give him a.
You don't think they're going to pitch?
Remember when they did that to Judge, where they just didn't pitch to him for like 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I understand.
we're
he's
talking
lucky
about
his
other
batting
different
average is so
teams, though.
bad because that's why they pitched him.
That's what I'm
His
trying to
batting average
say.
is terrible, and he strikes out a fuck
That's what I'm
ton.
saying.
That's why they
The
pitched
Dodgers
him.
are not going to pitch around him.
I
And it
don't
actually
know.
works in
Dave
his
Roberts,
favor.
I don't know. Dave Roberts might be like, absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
I think Dave Roberts
not.
is going to say the same thing you said, which is he's not his batting average isn't good enough for us to not
He
pitch
strikes out 180
to him.
times, and he bats
Yeah.
245.
If they need to go get those wins, they're going to go get those wins. They're going to pitch to Cal Raleigh like they would pitch him like any other game. Now, if it was more on the lines of him breaking the record for baseball, I also
Which is on the table.
It is on the table. It is on the table.
He's got 3 games to hit 4 home runs.
But I mean,
it's on the table.
More imminent though. Like if we were at 61 or 62, do I think that Dave Roberts would not? I think. Here's what I feel. I feel Dave Roberts.
No. I feel like Dave Roberts would be like, no.
No, I think Dave Roberts is much of a baseball lover and historian that he would allow them to pitch to him, and if he wins that battle, then he gets the record. I don't think he would rob Cal Riley of just like not being able to actually go for that, like to intentionally walk him. Yeah, he's not going to do that. What he's going to do is he's going to pitch to him, and he's going to say, "Hey, listen, like obvious situations where like the game is on the line, he comes up, we're going to pitch around him. Of course, we're going to walk him. But in a regular at bat and the history is on the line, I don't think Dave Roberts is going to be like, yo, nah, let me be a hater and last game of the season, let me not pitch to you. I think he's going to say, hey, we're going to pitch to you, and if you win, you beat us, you beat that pitcher at that moment, history is yours, right? Because what he wouldn't want the people to do is to do the same thing to Shohei, though. So I don't think he would do that.
Oh, but they would do it to Shohei anyway because, again, you ain't getting that on me.
But that's different.
The Pirates are the only team who would be like, fuck it, get it on us.
Toronto tried their best to just basically not allow Judge to hit those home runs. But, like, you also don't want to be on the wrong side of history with that. You got to pitch to him. Like, he wasn't like not being able to strike out.
That was such a fucking crazy time for Judge, too, because he also wasn't striking out. He was just getting walked, and he was so fucking nuclear that any pitch that he touched, just like even if he bunted, it was going fucking 400 feet.
Yeah.
So that was...
And then he was pressing that last... and it was like talk about him not getting
there. They just weren't pitching
he was pressing. Yeah, he was pressing. Cal Riley's going to press, too. So, and he also doesn't have a good batting average. So I'm saying, I think he gets to 60. I just think he gets 60, and then we can just wrap this up. And that's it.
We'll see how it goes. When we come back, when we reconvene, we will know.
We will know. Right?
And I am an absolute hater, and I absolutely hate the Colts. But shout out to the Colts for being 3-0. With that being said,
wow.
Play the Dylan. Let's play the music.
Okay, we're back. Your favorite segment, my favorite segment, the world's favorite segment, our weekly confidence picks. Quick recap.
Not my favorite segment.
As we can see here, we got a lot more red on this board. Shout out to Raz. Shout out to myself. Remaining perfect through 3 weeks. Tied at 18. Spun the wheel. Raz will pick first this week. Anthony decided to pick the Raiders as his 3-pointer, and boy, did that fucking backfire in his favor. He now has dug himself a little bit of a hole. Luckily for Anthony, the hole isn't too deep because he's one Mike fuck up away from passing Mike, who also was dangerously close for going over. Which
we don't go over. We hit those. We hit threes.
Barely.
We hit threes.
Mike, you closed your eyes and you just because man, if the Jets would have found a way to win that game in the most un-Jet-like fashion, you would be sitting here just like miserable because then Anthony wouldn't be picking last today.
But as I said, in Baker we trust.
How do you, before we get in and have Raz make his picks, how do you feel going into this week? Having to pick third. Having to pick the lowest you've had to pick so far.
I feel good, actually. I feel good. I'm not. Raz is always the wild card because me and him tend to pick similarly.
Not today.
Luckily, Mike, I get to pick behind Raz, so you get to get my scraps.
Not this year.
You are random. And it's a long season.
Anthony, how you feeling?
Not this year.
Raz was winning most of the year last year, and then he started popping off at the mouth.
No, I missed an actual pick. It wasn't
Anthony. Raz had the biggest blunder in.
Yeah, I just missed the pick.
And then Mike caught fire.
Picking a team that he did not play is up there, and as Raz would say, my top 100 sports moments.
Yeah, 100 sports moment for sure. Top 100 fall sports moment for sure.
Anthony, how do you feel going into this week, picking last for the second week in a row?
I feel weird because it's just like fucking Raiders. Like I'm not thinking. I picked the Lions to win in Baltimore, and they fucking win in Baltimore. But then my Raiders, who I thought had a much better chance of winning than I did the Lions, they fucking just get the doors blown off them. Just packed up.
You gotta pick the Raiders every week.
This is
Every week, Anthony. Pick the Raiders every week.
Every week at this point.
This is a tough slate of games.
It is tough.
This is not a week
tough.
I would want to be picking really anybody after Raz because you take 3 games and make everything difficult.
And I will.
For me, I think it's going to be tough for me and Mike. I think me and Mike are going to have a tough time.
I think Anthony's going to get stuck picking a game he wants no part of.
Digging in the crates.
A big game they want no part of. Raz, go right ahead, sir.
All right, I'll kick this off. We're going to make this interesting. We're going to go Bills 3. We're going to go.
You said you're going to make it interesting.
Yeah, well, that's about to do.
That's the least interesting pick, right?
Oh, no, not for me, for you all. It's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to go Bills 3. We're going to go Chargers 2. And then we're also going to go Lions for 1, which is a tricky game.
Listen, I did not
think that's not a tricky game.
Bills and the Chargers, and yet here we are.
Lions was not going to be tricky game.
Buffalo. I knew he was taking Buffalo.
I knew he was
taking no doubt
he might not have picked the Chargers. So that puts me in a weirder spot too. All right. So we're going to go, for my 3, we're going to go the Seahawks over the Cardinals.
Ooh, you're 3?
Ooh, you're 3? You're 3, Dylan?
Seahawks over the Cardinals. I think the Seahawks defense is really good. The Cardinals losing, what's his face at running back?
Don't believe in my Florida State boy. You don't believe in the Florida State man?
No.
Florida State man?
No, Florida State doesn't produce anybody good.
Oh my God.
Marvin Harrison really hasn't been great. I think he'll get pressure on Kyler to make him make some mistakes. I don't think the Cardinals defense is very good. So, and that is very much so in line for something Sam Darnold needs. So,
it's not a bad pick. It's just, it would have been my 2.
Well, the reason I put it as my 3 is because I don't trust anybody else. Really this week. My 2, I'm going for oldie but a goodie. Give me the Green Bay Packers over the Dallas Cowboys. Mike, you got the last week for taking my Packers because they showed you. They showed you.
Dylan could cause some trouble here too.
I think depending on what Dylan picks, Mike might have a easy number 3. I see one on it. I'm surprised neither one of you haven't picked. I'm looking at a matchup where I'm like, if Dylan doesn't pick this, Mike, you should definitely have this as your 3.
The Broncos over the Bengals.
Oh, he gave you an out, Mike. He gave you an out, Mike. He gave you an out. There's only one real chance for you to have a number 3 here.
Rob, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking.
So, I did not know he was going to take that Broncos team because that was my 3-pointer. That was where I was looking because I'm very confident that Denver is going to dog walk Cincinnati on Monday. So I don't like that. Which leaves me with some tough games, actually.
Really?
Like, there's one game on it.
Yeah, that's one game on
it.
it.
Yeah, it's one game on it that you should really take as your 3.
Maybe Anthony gets lucky.
I don't, as much as I was talking in our pre-production meeting, I don't trust Miami as far as I could throw them. And I don't trust the Jets either. So, no, I will not be picking that game. Anthony, you can have
No, that's not the game. That's not the game I'm talking about. That's not the game, Mike. That's not the game like we're talking about.
Can we have like a special like random pick where it's like, hey, I'm picking a tie?
No.
And then have that
No.
10-point swing if it happens.
If y'all talking about my team, you already know that I'm not betting against.
We're not going to keep going down the ladder, Mike. But that's not it. That's not it either. I'm not going to keep going down.
I know what you
What
guys are
game
about.
y'all are so certain is a layup? I don't know what other game is a layup.
Hey, I'm not.
You got to pick. Pick something.
I'm not going to keep saying anything because eventually it's going to dwindle down. You're going to see it.
You got to pick something.
I just shouted this team out before we started this segment. But I'm going to stay true to form. Fuck the Colts. Give me the Rams for my 3 picks.
Ooh.
I was thinking that.
Give me the Rams. They will be angry. They will be motivated. And Daniel Jones is not.
Wait, how can you don't clown Mike for saying they're angry? Why do you always clown when I say teams are angry, huh?
Well, 2 things. Mike doesn't say it a lot, and you say it all the time, and I hate that shit. Mike knows I hate that shit. And he just... Mike's trying to get the information out of you guys.
I would have stayed far away from that as my 3.
Yeah, I would have left that for Anthony to have to pick.
Oh, Mike, you still have time to switch that shit, man.
They came through for me once. I'm not a real fan of this franchise, but they came through for me once. I think Sunshine stinks. So give me the Niners for my 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I wanted to stay.
Okay.
That Niners team is so banged up.
Nick Bosa being hurt. McCorkle stinks again.
Pearsall's knee is probably going to fall off. Pearsall's knee is now like messed up. Yeah, they're mashing.
Brian Thomas Jr. can wake up too as well. They've been winning in spite of him.
He had to go to Fred Warner still exists. So.
All right, Mike, let's get your number 1. Let's get your 1.
Give me 1. Being not even say it. I don't believe in Washington. I don't believe in it. But Atlanta is schizophrenic.
Did you know Michael Penix Jr. is 0-4 when a team scores 7 points?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
He's never won a game against a team that scores a touchdown effectively.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Now Mike's like, fuck.
Because I really don't trust. I really don't trust the Jets. I really don't.
Spoiler alert! I'm not picking that game. Spoiler alert!
I feel like the Jets are better than Miami, but I don't trust the Jets. I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
We've only been picking the Jets for a year.
It's just a 1 point. It's just a 1-pointer. Like it's it.
The Tua interception aside, the Dolphins' offense has been waking up.
Tua turned the ball over. I need a last player of the week. That's the Bretta boys.
Mike, this is only a 1-pointer.
Give me Minnesota for one. Give me Pittsburgh for one. Give me Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
And Rodgers will figure it out. Wait, no, but that's Brian Flores.
That's a tough game.
That's a tough one, Mike.
That Minnesota defense.
You gotta say, Mike, you're already in a deficit here. Like,
actually, we will flip-flop. Give me the Vikings.
Oh,
that's still
Before you pick, I would like to propose a switch. I would like to change my Seahawks and Broncos. I want the Broncos to be my 3 and the Seahawks to be my
1. Smart man.
Okay.
I mean, we're still doing it. He could change it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Mike, listen, Mike, while we're still in the air, you still have time to change this shit.
You can change your order.
I would definitely consider it.
Unless once the segment's over, it's over though.
Well, yeah, before the segment's over.
Once this last
before the segment's over,
that's it.
Anthony, the floor is yours.
All right, my number 2 pick. I'm gonna start with the 2 pick. Commanders over the Falcons. Give me that game all day. I think they're going to beat the Falcons, regardless of who's playing at quarterback.
Because they beat Mariota, beat the shit out of me.
Shut the fuck up. My 1 pick I have. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to pick the Bears. I'm gonna leave my team alone. I'm not gonna leave them alone. It's corny. I'm not gonna do that.
Integrity. He's finally learned integrity.
I'm not gonna be shit on my own fucking team. That's corny.
That Kansas City game.
Pick the Eagles Bucks game, Anthony.
My 1 pick is gonna be Patriots over Panthers. That's gonna be my 1 pick.
All right, that's a toss-up.
I want no part of that too. I wanted no part.
That's a toss-up, but I don't want none part of that either.
No parts of that.
This is how Anthony gets back in. Because I know what this is going to be. This is a layup, by the way. This is a layup.
Funny enough, I've been thinking about this 3 pick since the morning time. I think I put it in the chat too. That I was like, you know what? I know my 3 pick is gonna be, and Dylan's like, nah, you gotta wait for the I'm like, Dylan, none of y'all gonna pick this game.
Are you picking the Texans over the Titans?
I am not picking the Texans over the Titans.
I would have.
I'm picking the Titans over the Texans.
Oh!
Give me the Titans over the Texans for the 3 pick.
He hates TJ Stroud.
Whoa!
I don't listen. Yeah, the Texans are not a good football team. I've been right every single week about them. Last week I said I was crazy for picking the Jags over the Texans. They beat them.
Whoa!
I think this Titans team is better than that Texans team. Give me the Titans over the Texans.
No, I don't think the Titans win this game, man.
Throw hands.
I don't think the Titans. I think he just wasted a nice.
And more than fucking running for his life.
Nope.
I think the Texans win.
This Texans team is awful. This Texans team is awful. That's what y'all said last week, and they didn't do shit against the Jags.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I also think the Jags are a better team than the Titans.
Oh, and Dylan, you were shitting on the Jaguars.
Yeah, but if you ask me who's the better team in the division, the Jags or the Titans, I'm picking the Jaguars.
All right.
The Titans are one of the worst teams in football.
The Texans are also one of the worst. The Texans are also one of the worst teams in football.
That is true. That is true too.
The Texans are literally, if you look at the tape, they are literally one of the worst teams in football too.
We're about 2 weeks away from Dylan's good, bad, good.
If we're gonna keep it a buck, the Titans have actually played better offensively this season than the Texans. If we're really gonna keep it a buck,
they played. Because who you played
scored 3 touchdowns all year.
Now I'm talking about just cumulative points, field goals, everything. I think you guys have played better offensively than Houston.
I hate that argument. Because if that's the case, the Jets are one of the best scoring teams in football. And we're not.
Well, that's not what he said, Dylan.
No, he said cumulative points. Like the offense has performed.
No,
that's why I don't like
better offense.
Yeah, well, the Jets have only scored one non-offensive touchdown.
Correct.
Like every other point that was scored was because of the offense and field goals.
But I understand.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is, it's not. I know it sounds like some shock value shit, but when you really think about it, it's not that much of a shocker as you think it is. Like the Texans are also pretty fucking bad.
Who have the Texans played so far outside of the Jaguars?
The Texans.
They played the Rams. They were at the Rams week 1.
Very good defense. The Bucks. Very good defense. The Jaguars is the only one. Fuck. They should have done better.
And they only put up 10 points against a Jaguars defense, which is not that good.
Again, that's the only one where you can sit there and be like, they should have done better. The other ones, those are rightfully so, very difficult games because of the teams that they played.
And honestly, yes, again, Titans did show up against the Colts, but that mainly had to do with Jonathan Taylor running wild. I mean, outside of that, they played pretty solid defensively their first 2 games.
They allowed the Rams to score 33 points.
Well, it's also Devontae Adams too as well.
Well, you can't say that. Oh, their defense played well the first 2 games. Bo Nix stinks, and then
our defense has played well.
Your defense has played well.
The Colts game.
The Colts and the Rams.
Honestly, the Colts game we couldn't stop the run because that Colts game, believe it or not, was a 1-score game in the fourth quarter.
It was. Like I legit watched that game. I was like, you guys were like in the game.
We were in the game, but it just we weren't in the game. We were getting blown out, and then we clawed our way back, and then we got it to a 1-score game, and then Taylor ran another touchdown, and that was it.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks the Titans have allowed 74 points. That's tough. The Texans need to establish the run. Their offensive line's fucking terrible. They're doing that thing where they're just trying to throw bombs with their offensive line being bad. You got to establish the run.
Yeah, but even when you take that into account, you're still talking about a Rams and Colts offense versus a Texans offense. It's 2 different offenses right there.
Hold on, say that again?
You're like, when you say Titans, they gave up 74 points the last 2 games. Yeah, those are to 2 absolutely better offenses than the Texans. The Texans, they had
a rough luck on their first 2 games because they played 2 rough teams, the Rams and the same Rams team that did not score as much as they did against the Titans, and then you have the Buccaneers. So the Texans offense just had a rough stretch. I think the Jags game is just one of those division things. This could be also one of those division games, or this could be one of those the Texans kind of wake up and figure out their play calling, because you can't just run the ball 5 times in the first half and then just expect throwing bombs is going to work when your quarterback has to fucking run for his life. And you can't just keep asking your defense to fucking run out there every 5 minutes because you're going 3 and out, because your good defense is going to turn into a bad defense real quick. That's where it's a tough game for me to do. There's everybody. Before we end the segment, is there anybody who would like to switch the order?
No.
Nope. All right. With that being said, the picks are locked.
The music has stopped. That is Fantasy Focus for the week. By the way, Fantasy Focus, shout out to me in our Fantasy Football League. 3-0. But okay.
You're 3-0. I'm 2-1. I took a bad loss to Ron.
3-0, and Dylan said there's no one on my team that he wants.
I don't want anybody on your team because I'm getting my players back. Like, I'm getting Jordan.
Wait, what are these trades that we're talking about that was just
made me, like, Mike was acting. He literally said to me, "What if I told you Pat Mahomes is available if Bijan Robinson was available?" Fuck off.
because that's insane, right? Because Pat stinks, and Bijan's the best player in football.
No, Pat doesn't stink. Pat's production isn't that much better than Kyler Murray's. Where Bijan gets me 20-something points a week. Why would I do that?
Pat's been a mediocre average fantasy quarterback like the past 2 years. Like,
I'm So it's like, no. And like, if I wanted anything, I'd want a receiver. But then I'm like, oh, Jordan Addison's coming off suspension. And then I also get Xavier Worthy back. So my problem was receiver because I didn't have anybody who could fucking play. Now they're back. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really want, there's not anybody on your team that I really like want. And then now I don't have to pay Travion Henderson because Mike Vrabel hates him. So I have a window for Cam Scatterbo to play, who is the Giants offense.
Who is the Giants offense?
Because he is. So it's not disrespect to your team being 3-0. I just don't, I don't want anybody on your team.
I would have loved to play Mike's team. I would have loved to play Mike's team. We need that matchup, Mike. We need that matchup.
I don't know who I'm
playing.
I'm playing Blackheart.
I know. I said I would have liked to have a matchup with you. I'd like to see how my team would do against your team. I keep telling everyone, if Mark Andrews actually turns back into Mark Andrews, this is going to be a very interesting situation for everyone. This might be very bad for everyone, actually.
I mean, we're the 2 highest scoring teams in the league, Raz. So.
Yeah. This is going to get very
Dylan talking all this mess is the lowest scoring team in the league, but it's cool.
What mess am I talking? I just said I don't want any of your players. Why are you so offended because I said I have 2 guys who are coming back? The fuck?
Cool.
Like you're taking everything personally. Like I'm like, oh, your player's sick. No, I just have Jordan Addison and Xavier Worthy playing, so I want to see what I got. No need in making a fucking panic trade when I'm 2-1 and I have 2 guys who have yet to fucking play football.
All I need is consistency at that level.
Pat having Xavier Worthy back is probably going to be the biggest revelation on the fucking planet to have somebody who can fucking catch.
Yeah.
As long as his arm is on his body,
yeah,
we have a chance.
But
I'm
not going to try to go get Pat and sacrifice my best fucking player. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I'll beat Pat for Bijan's involved. No.
Like, that's a wild ass trade, right?
If that's the case, why are you so willing to get rid of Pat to try to get Bijan?
Because I have 3 quarterbacks and I need a running back.
I'm not going to give you the best running back. The best running back in fantasy football for nothing being the best back in return.
So make a counter. All I said was, what would happen if Pat was available? Would Bijan be available? And all of a sudden, my entire team stinks.
Who said that? I just don't have somebody I want. Forgive me because I want to see what Xavier Worthy and Jordan Addison.
I didn't say that you couldn't have James Cook. I didn't say that you couldn't have Josh Jacobs. Exactly.
I am stacked at running back. Why do I need more running backs?
Exactly.
I have fucking
we stink. First place.
12 running backs.
First place. That's all I care about. First place.
You're offended because I'm like, yo, let me see what Addison.
Lowest scoring team in the league.
It's 2-1.
Talking down.
Still first place in my division, so I don't give a fuck.
Cool.
You're sitting here playing the fucking lollipop guild of fucking divisions.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't mix up the divisions.
We just did. That's the problem. We did.
Oh my god. I'm like, why am I keep getting like the hardest divisions back to back years? Like,
yeah, Dylan was complaining about that last year, and now it's not a problem because he didn't use the division.
No, I'm in a 3-way tie for first place. It's fine. Like, again, I'm in a competitive division. Mike over here offended because I'm like, oh, I have 2 guys returning. Let me see what's up. You don't have a receiver I want.
You're not in first place. Raz is in first place.
We're tied for first. There's a 1 next to my name.
Raz is
There's a 1 next to my name.
More points than you.
No, Raz would technically, it would be because he beat
me. The tiebreaker, yeah.
But
also
tied for first. Playoffs don't start after 3 weeks.
Raz is in first place.
Tied for first. Mike, what number is next to my name?
I don't want to hear this
argument. What number is next to my name? What number is next to my name?
Last year, when I said I was in first place of the picks, you threw a whole fit.
No, it wasn't me. That was Raz.
Different
One.
now. Did
That
you
was
not co-sign it?
that was Raz.
Co-sign it. El Gato.
One. The problem is you were also claiming first place before the weeks were done. Before everybody played their games. You can't do that. The games have been played. It is a new week. What number is next to my name?
3.
What?
3. Third place. That's where you belong.
Dyslexic.
He said third place. That's where you belong.
Because last time I checked, there's a 1 next to my name. Can we talk about Anthony being 1 and 2?
Yes. After winning, right?
After
I don't know
all that brazy shit.
I don't know who put the fantasy curse on my black ass, but
you
boy, my curse.
You did.
Fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. forgot how to catch a ball. Brian Thomas Jr. All the juniors just forgot how to catch. It's crazy. It's just
Speaking of curse, Dylan,
before you do that,
guess who is playing and better than Bijan Robinson right now?
Is it Christian McCaffrey?
It is Christian McCaffrey.
Didn't he have that he had a nasty game last week?
He did have a nasty game last week.
Yeah.
What that says.
You
right
did.
there.
I asked you just what in the standings. What does my name say? Go ahead. Show the listeners. Go to standings.
That says third in the division.
Go ahead and go to standings. Like hit standings. Hit standings for me.
Third in
that's
the
different than mine says.
Third place is where you belong.
Mine says 1 next to my name.
ESPN is trying to be nice to you.
Everybody can see what number is next to my name.
That's doctored. I can't confirm that.
Okay, we will leave.
Generated,
and then we'll go back.
AI generated with.
Oh,
third place. That looks like third place.
Does it look like a 3 or is that a 1?
Third.
Mike is doing that thing where the evidence is right in his face and he's playing he's playing around.
The evidence was right in your face.
I'm sorry, I can only go based off what's on my screen. I can't go off of your doctored screen. Mike hit fucking control fucking P and fucking went in there and started fucking with the code.
This is a big week though. This is a big week.
It is. Like I'm playing. V fucking offered me a trade being the person I'm facing this week.
That happens.
That's nasty work. Trying to steal Cam Scattaboo from me. Beef. Eternal beef. You can't take the prodigal son.
This is your chance, Dylan. You swore revenge on V. Here you go. This is your chance to put him in a hole.
Prodigal son, Cam Scattaboo, gonna show the world.
I've gotten no trade offers.
I'm gonna sit here and play Dolph Ziggler's fucking music.
You don't need a quarterback, so I can't help you.
Yeah.
I can't help you. You don't need a quarterback.
Yeah. So fair enough.
I mean, that's the truth. Like I looked at Rod's team, but he doesn't need a quarterback. He wouldn't take any of my 3 quarterbacks for what I would.
No, it was Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like and my extendable assets are quarterbacks. So me and Roz we don't have nothing to talk about. Unless we want to go like C player for C player, but I doubt him.
But when I say the only thing I really want from you would be a tight end, I'm all of a sudden an asshole who hates you.
I didn't say because I didn't say he doesn't have anything I don't want.
You don't really have anything I want. What wide receiver can you give me that'll benefit me?
Rome from Chicago.
I trust Rome Odunze as far as I could physically throw Rome Odunze.
Okay.
That's not a you thing. It's I don't trust Chicago because they played Dallas. Rome had a good game against Dallas.
He's had 3 good games actually.
He hasn't had anything fucking.
Come on, man.
He's had 3 good games.
I'm facing Ross this week.
He scored in every game, and
I feel like I played you already. Did I not play you already, Anthony?
Yeah. Fucking roster that Josh Allen starting against the fucking Saints.
All right, I guess we got to wrap this up before Anthony gets us kicked off these FCC airways.
How's the Jordan Addison coming back?
Yes. Hope he's everything you think he is.
If he gives me 10 points, I'm perfectly fine.
Might be closer than you think. It might end up being closer than you think.
Carson Wentz will get him the football. JJ McCarthy fucking wouldn't.
There's some people on your team, if they show up, that this will make this a very interesting matchup for sure. I'm looking at them.
Maybe Travis Kelce won't drop a shoulder in Xavier Worthy's fucking face again.
I mean, the crazy part, that's the wildest. Those are literally the reasons why I lost last week. Like, literally, if Chelsea made. I'm not talking about you, Dylan. I'm talking about Mario.
I don't care what you're saying.
Like, literally.
Travis Kelce.
Like, if Chelsea catches that ball, I win. Like, it's crazy. Like, he makes that catch all the time. He's a watch.
Derrick Henry and Justin Herbert could really give you a huge boost because the Giants are awful. And Pittman might get caught up in the shootout with the Rams.
I played Anthony when the Chargers I played Anthony when the Chargers were playing the Raiders, and I was scared to fucking death because the Chargers were just waxing the Raiders. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking lose. And then, like, the fourth quarter hit, and then Justin Herbert just stopped playing football, really. And I was like, oh my God, I won by like 0.2.
It wasn't even Herbert. It was fucking Amarion Hampton. Like, he was just absolutely useless.
Stinks,
and that's why I put him on. That's why I put him on life support. He needs to show out. He gives me another stink. Huh?
He showed out for you last week.
But I don't care about that.
You do.
I need another good show.
It's your problem.
I mean, listen, Anthony. I have 3 quarterbacks. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you have 3 quarterbacks, Mike?
Mike's just dangling these fucking.
Like, why do you have 3 quarterbacks?
For this reason, right here. For this reason.
Mike's walking up to kids on the street like, I got puppies. I got puppies.
you need a captain at the helm, everyone. It's a quarterback driven league. I get you, Mike. I respect it. QB stirs a drink, man. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm him for this week. Wow, the fellas get theirs together. I don't know if anyone is ready. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit the notification button so you know when we go live. I don't know if we have any live shows coming. Our NBA special preview show will be live, but that's still a little bit away. I'm him. Raz, want to go first?
So this is going to be interesting. I'm him because I'm waffling between 2 guys on the same team. One of them isn't an actual player, but I'm going to give it to the player because, it's on the field. The sun god himself, Amon-Ra St. Brown, is the man. I wish I could speak in German because he speaks it fluently as well, too. But, I mean, bright lights against one of the better teams in the league, and he completely proves that we need to talk a little bit more about him being in that realm of the Jamar Chases and because we talk about Justin Jefferson, we talk a lot about those guys, but he's got that dog in him. He's had that dog in him for a while too. So yeah, the honorable mention was going to be Dan Campbell, the coach himself, because I mean, he also coached a very good football team to a very huge win. After we talk about whether the Lions were losing their mojo, so shout outs to the Sun God. I'm on Ross St. Brown. He's him.
Anthony.
I'm still thinking.
Dylan.
The prodigal son. Cam Scatterboo. Him. He runs the football like he's trying to get concussed. He doesn't have CTE. CTE has him. Shout out to Cam Scattaboo. That white boy good. He is the Giants offense. We love Cam Scattaboo. He can play on my football team anytime. I said this in the pre-draft process. I said it now. Cam Scattaboo is my guy. If I need to go into the foxhole with somebody, Cam Scattaboo. RB1.
Did nothing for that, but anyway.
He was the Giants offense. He was everything I wanted him to be. And you even said, Dylan, I see it. I see it.
He inspires that team.
There's something about a white boy with dog in him who looks like he will crush a beer can on the sideline with his fucking forehead like the Sandman that will just get you all riled up and get the people going. He's Braveheart. He's Braveheart.
Anthony, anything?
Yes, I do have an eye on him. Isaiah Rodgers. He is my man from the Vikings. Yes. He's and again I would know because the unfortunate person I was playing last week had the Vikings defense, and they went berserk. This man had a defensive touchdown, or two defensive touchdowns, one by pick six, and another by fumble return, and then also forced two more fumbles in the same. He obviously won Defensive Player of the Week. It was the highest single grade in PFF.
Yeah,
that is fucking insane. Like he was single-handedly just taking over the game. Like,
dog. That was
that's
fun game to watch.
Yep.
So, I don't have an I'm him. I have an I'm her.
I wonder who it is. I wonder who it is.
She is the 4-time MVP, Wilson.
Oh, God.
She is her. She led her team to victory over the Fever the other night to tie that series at 1 because even though the Fever are doing this with duct tape and prayers, the Aces could not go true to them going to Indiana. So
crazy the Fever look better without Caitlin Clark in the playoffs.
That's because she's not their best player. But
it's also because that team is good without her.
Because she's not their best player. But shout out to Asia.
Why does every conversation involving the Fever have to turn into some Clark slight or slander? Can we just keep it on the topic of Asia Wilson, guys? She won her 4th MVP. Congratulations, Asia Wilson.
Yes. Also,
Caitlin Clark stinks.
And my second I'm them is my Miami Hurricanes, goddammit. My Hurricanes.
Oh, they beat a bad football team, didn't they?
Beat the dog shit out of them Gators. Fried Gator. We rule Florida. And that guy below me, he gonna find out in 2 weeks. We rule.
Oh boy, I'm ready for that. I am ready for it.
Florida's ranked number 2 in the country.
I am ready for
Miami.
October.
Number 2.
Miami's ranked number 2 in the country.
I am ready for October.
Nobody.
Cool. We ain't beat nobody. Cool.
Who you beat? One ranked team, right?
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
Who was it? I don't remember.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're gonna beat another one. We're gonna beat another one. That team in Tallahassee, we're gonna beat them too.
Mike, you better hope. Where's that game?
In Miami.
Well, Miami doesn't have a home field advantage, so that's not really saying much.
About to pull out the Charlie Ward jersey. About to bring out get some classics out for this.
I would love for that game to have been in Doak. That would have been a fucking wild game.
Wouldn't have mattered.
It would matter.
If it was in Doak, I might have been there. If it was in Doak, I might have actually been there.
Doak,
I might have actually been
smoke, cloak, don't matter. Hurricanes by 1 million.
Mike,
how about that?
I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to break this little game curse you have where you don't speak during games. I need you live in the game. I need you in the chat. I need you both in the chat for that game.
I think it's actually in Doak.
I'm looking it up right now. Actually, it is in Doak. Even
I
better.
think
Oh, Mike, you're gonna be in a little trouble there.
Even better.
Doak is a very difficult place to play.
At night, and it's at 7:30. It's at
Mike.
night. Can't
Oh
wait.
man,
Can't wait. Saturday.
Anthony.
I might be away.
As the resident non-college football fan here, home field advantage in college football is a very, very, very real thing. Realer than anything you would know of. Think about like the best home field advantage in the NBA or NFL that you know of, multiply that by like 3.
Damn.
That is a real thing. It is very difficult to play in these places.
At night.
Especially at night. Doak Walker is one of the like 10 hardest colleges to play in over in Tallahassee, where Raz's team, the Seminoles, play. Very difficult place to play. Miami, on the other hand, Miami does not have a home field advantage at all.
Mm-hmm. Sounded like it when we played Notre Dame, but it's cool. It's cool.
It's not because Miami's not good or anything like that. It's Miami as a whole doesn't produce that for any of their teams. It just isn't. If it was the Orange Bowl, different conversation completely. But it's not. You're playing the fucking Hard Rock. So it's not the same at all. Very difficult place to play. Carson Beck looks like the Carson Beck we thought he was going to be last season.
Yes.
Which is good. Which is good for all the
they laughed at us. And now it's time. After they laughed at us and made a mockery of us.
That guy definitely ate the fucking cup of shit. And he did it in secret. Because you guys went from fucking terrible to like a really like competent football team.
But guess what? This might be a special edition of Where is Raz coming up. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Raz gonna be in fucking Doak Walker wearing a Chris Winkie jersey.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I might have to bust out the crab legs jersey, man. I might have to bust out the jersey.
A JMO. A famous Jameis.
Kelvin Benjamin jersey.
Oh no!
you might get some. You might get a Peter Warwick. You might. Prime.
I don't know if you can wear Prime. Prime don't claim y'all no more. You can't.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have to bust out some Prime, man. Might bust out some Derwin James too. Listen, there's a few.
Dalvin Cook.
There's a few. You made
Christian Ponder.
You get that ring.
EJ Manuel.
Get that ring. If you get that phone call.
Stephen Hill.
Get that phone call.
Fuck Stephen
You might
Hill.
be like, listen, where is Raz? And I might.
We need all the pictures of you at Doak, just pulling up to Tallahassee.
Can't wait. We will be back to recap it next week. All the fun in sports. We're a few weeks away from our basketball NBA preview. There's a lot going on in the NBA. Media day started. So we'll be back soon.
Michael Porter Jr. is still doing interviews.
Still wilding.
It's still just, I don't know. This man's on just the most generational run of just buffoonery.
Side quest. He's just doing like
how much buffoonery can you do in one summer? Like
they let him out of the shackles of Denver, and now he's just outside, and it's horrifying. He's just outside,
and they keep putting microphones in his face. They keep doing it.
Dude just came to Brooklyn and was like, "I'm outside."
New York might not have been a great place for Michael Porter Jr. to be.
Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not the right place.
Comes to New York, bro, just switches up. Like he's just like, I'm outside, bro. Like
the worst thing,
the
worst thing that could happen out of this is Michael Porter Jr. just turns into fucking Andrew Tate, but then also just averages like 30 points a game. Like that would be horrifying.
That would
Horrifying.
be if he turns into what we thought he was going to be out of college. Oh, you're never going to hear the end of it from him. Oh
God,
bad person.
He is not a good person. He is not a good
It's going to be one of those things where I was like, oh my fucking God, this guy. Like, I truly don't like him. Truly don't like him, but he's going to get all the run in the world because it's going to be him, Cam Thomas, and everybody else
until him and Cam start fighting. So him and Cam start fighting.
Shot clock violations and grenades. That's what the fucking net season is going to be. Everybody leading the NBA in shot clock violations, and Michael Porter Jr. and Cam Thomas chucking up shots with 1 second left.
Fighting on the sideline. Can't wait. But we will be back to wrap it up. Dylan, Anthony, Raz, I'm Big Mike. I'm your host. We'll be back next week, back and better than ever. And we'll see you, and we wish you adieu.